Hello, beautiful butterflies. Okay, I'm sitting outside in my car, and sorry it's so dark. It's winter. But I just want to give you all my hot take on Joe Biden pardoning Hunter Biden under the pretext and pretense that he loves his son. Joe Biden does not love his son, and he never did. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, the first thing that I'm going to say is allegedly, when Hunter's mother was killed in that car crash, Joe was already seeing Jill. I wouldn't put it past Joe and Jill to have had something to do with the original Mrs. Biden's demise, because Jill has shown herself at this point to be Joe's handler, and she probably started out that way. That's number one. Number two, if you love your son, you do not date his nanny. That's what Jill was. She was their babysitter. Okay, scratch that. Put that to the side. And I'm going to just say allegedly. Number three, if you love your son, you do not use him as a flunky of your criminal organization. Joe Biden took his son, who had some obvious problems, i.e. crackheadedness, etc., and he turned him into a flunky for his criminal organization. He used his son as the bag man to go around the country, the world, and shake down foreign leaders. Leaders in China, leaders in Ukraine, places like that. I know of some other places. There was something going on with the mayor of Moscow, too. I don't know. But anyway, he used his son. You've seen The Sopranos. It's the most disrespected member of the crew that gets used for stuff like that. Why? It's dangerous. You got to go places and make deals with shady people and get briefcases of money in alleys and do all kinds of ridiculous things. And set aside any of the illegal things that Hunter Biden might have been doing that they're trying to cover up with this crime, because there's plenty on that laptop from hell, trust me. But you're the so-called representative of all the criminal activities that your father is doing. No loving father would put their son in that position when they could just use somebody else. And at the end of the day, and this really is the end of the day for that Biden family, because Donnie has crushed the Biden dynasty, the Clinton dynasty, the Obama dynasty, and the Bush dynasty. But back on the Bidens. At the end of the day, Joe Biden took the last knife and stuck it in Hunter's back when he stepped to him and said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Talking on behalf of his own Justice Department. All right? What we're going to do is we're going to charge you with some low-level crimes and let the chips fall where they may, so that on my way out of office or into my next term, I can pardon you and thus cover the entire 11-year period from where you started with this bullshit over in Ukraine with Burisma to now. And when I pardon you, it's going to become clear to some, like myself, that that's the only reason why they even charged Hunter Biden. So they could use him in this one final disrespected way. And speaking of Ukraine, when you start talking about Hunter being a bag man and 10% for the big guy, I want to know what the hell's going on with these close to $1 trillion that we have sent over to Ukraine since Joe Biden encouraged this war. And there's a whole lot of scandalous stuff surrounding the war that I'm not really going to go into, because it's like a whole nother arm of or leg of this poisonous spider. But anyway, this is my hot take on why all of this proves that Joe Biden never loved his son. Peace.